How to fix Valorant VAL 51 error by adjusting Vanguard and core isolation. Welcome back to Teknobalta, your ultimate source for in-depth technical solutions. Today, we're tackling a persistent and frustrating issue for many Valorant players, the VAL 51 error. This specific error code often manifests as a temporary ban or a temporary suspension, frequently locking players out of matches for short durations, even without any discernible misconduct. Our deep dive guide will meticulously explore the underlying causes, primarily focusing on the critical interplay between Riot's Vanguard anti-cheat system and Windows core isolation security features. We'll provide a comprehensive set of advanced troubleshooting steps aiming to permanently resolve this disruption and get you back into the action. The VAL 51 error is more than just a minor glitch. It signifies a conflict within your system's integrity checks, preventing Vanguard from verifying a secure gaming environment. Imagine this. Your screen flashes a dark-themed, Valorant native error dialog box prominently displaying VAL 51 disrupts your gameplay, often accompanied by a message about temporary account restriction. This usually points to issues with Vanguard's ability to run properly, which can be influenced by Windows security measures like core isolation, preventing critical anti-cheat processes from executing correctly. Let's dive into the professional solutions to conquer VAL 51. Verify VGC service status. Ensure the VGC service, which is Valorant's anti-cheat component, is set to start automatically and is currently running. Access the Services Manager by typing services.msc in the Run dialog. Locate VGC, right-click for Properties, and confirm its startup type is automatic and its service status is running. If not, set it to automatic, start the service, and then restart your computer to apply the changes. Perform a comprehensive system reboot. A simple yet often effective first step is to perform a full system reboot, not just a shutdown. This clears transient system states, flushes temporary memory, and reinitializes all operating system components and loaded drivers. A fresh boot can resolve minor software conflicts or temporary resource allocation issues that might be interfering with Vanguard's operation. Initial uninstallation of Vanguard. The primary solution often begins with a clean slate for Vanguard. Navigate to Add or Remove Programs in Windows Settings, locate Riot Vanguard, and proceed with its uninstallation. This action is critical as it removes the existing anti-cheat installation, preparing your system for a fresh deployment that adheres to current system configurations. System Restart Post-Vanguard Removal. Immediately following the uninstallation of Riot Vanguard, it is imperative to restart your computer. This restart ensures that all remnants of Vanguard's drivers and processes are completely unloaded from system memory and that any associated registry entries are properly flushed. This step prevents potential conflicts with subsequent installations or system adjustments. Temporarily disable core isolation/memory integrity. Core isolation, particularly memory integrity, is a Windows security feature designed to protect core system processes from malicious code by isolating them. Access Windows Security, then Device Security, and under Core Isolation, temporarily toggle Memory Integrity off. This step is pivotal, as this feature has been frequently identified as conflicting with Vanguard's low-level system access requirements. System Restart Post-Core Isolation Adjustment. After disabling memory integrity within core isolation, a system restart is absolutely essential to finalize this security setting change. Windows needs to reinitialize its security subsystem to properly apply the new configuration, ensuring that the previously conflicting protection is no longer active. This prepares your environment for a clean Vanguard reinstallation without immediate interference. Reinstall Vanguard component. With core isolation temporarily disabled and your system rebooted, launch Valorant or the Riot client, which will prompt a reinstallation of Riot Vanguard. Allow this process to complete entirely, ensuring that the anti-cheat system is installed with the current system state, free from the previous conflicts. This reinstallation often resolves corrupted anti-cheat files or driver issues. Complete Valorant and Vanguard reinstallation, standard method. If the targeted Vanguard adjustments don't suffice, a full reinstallation of both Valorant and Vanguard is warranted. First, uninstall both applications through Add or Remove Programs. Then, download the latest Valorant installer from the official website and perform a fresh installation. This ensures all game and anti-cheat files are the most current and uncorrupted versions. Utilize a deep uninstaller, e.g. Revo Uninstaller. For persistent issues, standard uninstallation may leave residual files or registry entries that continue to cause conflicts. Employ a specialized uninstaller like Revo Uninstaller Pro to perform a deeper scan and remove all traces of Valorant and Vanguard. This ensures a truly clean slate, eliminating any corrupted or outdated data that could trigger the VAL 51 error. Update Windows operating system. Keeping your Windows operating system up to date is crucial for compatibility and security. Outdated Windows versions may lack critical patches or feature updates that Valorant and Vanguard rely upon for stable operation. Navigate to Windows Update in Settings and install all available cumulative and optional updates. Update graphics card drivers. Outdated or corrupted graphics drivers can sometimes indirectly cause system instability that impacts anti-cheat functionality. Visit your GPU manufacturer's official website, NVIDIA, AMD, Intel, and download the latest stable drivers for your specific graphics card model. Perform a clean installation of these drivers to eliminate any prior driver conflicts. Run Valorant and Riot Client as administrator. Insufficient user privileges can prevent Valorant or Vanguard from accessing necessary system resources, leading to errors. Right-click on the Valorant and Riot Client shortcuts, select Properties, navigate to the Compatibility tab, and check Run this program as an administrator. Apply these changes to ensure they always launch with elevated permissions. Temporarily disable antivirus/firewall software. Third-party antivirus or firewall applications can sometimes aggressively block or quarantine legitimate Valorant or Vanguard processes, mistaking them for threats. Temporarily disable your security software to test if it's the source of the conflict. If the error resolves, proceed to whitelist Valorant and Vanguard in your security suite. Whitelist Valorant and Vanguard in security software. If temporarily disabling your antivirus or firewall resolves the VAL 51 error, you must create explicit exceptions for Valorant and Vanguard. Add the game's executable files, e.g., Valorant.exe, Riot Client Services.exe, and the Vanguard folder to your security software's whitelist or exclusion list. This allows them to operate without interference while maintaining system protection. Execute a clean boot environment. A clean boot helps identify software conflicts by starting Windows with a minimal set of drivers and startup programs. Type config in the Run dialog, go to the Services tab, check Hide all Microsoft services, and then Disable all. On the Startup tab, open Task Manager and disable all startup items. Restart your PC and re-enable services gradually. Check and repair system files, SFC/DISM. Corrupted Windows system files can lead to widespread instability, potentially affecting Vanguard's operation. Open Command Prompt as an administrator and run SFC/scanow. If issues persist, follow up with DISM/online/cleanupimage/restore health to repair the Windows component store. These tools ensure your OS integrity. Verify game file integrity. The Valorant client includes a built-in function to verify the integrity of game files. Launch the Riot client, navigate to Valorant, click the Settings gear icon and select Repair. This process scans for and automatically replaces any corrupted or missing game files, which can sometimes be the root cause of in-game errors like VAL51. Adjust BIOS/UEFI settings. Enable Secure Boot and TPM 2.0. For modern Windows installations, particularly Windows 11, and for robust anti-cheat functionality, enabling Secure Boot and TPM 2.0 in your BIOS/UEFI settings is often required. Access your motherboard's BIOS/UEFI setup utility during boot, often by pressing F2, Del, or F10, and locate these security features, ensuring they are enabled. Reset network configuration and flush DNS. Network-related issues can sometimes trigger anti-cheat errors, particularly if there are communication problems with Riot servers. Open Command Prompt as administrator and execute IP protocol configuration/release, IP protocol configuration/renew, IP protocol configuration/flushtons, netch in IP reset, and netch winsock reset. Reboot your PC to apply these network changes. Temporarily disable overclocking. System instability caused by aggressive CPU or GPU overclocking can sometimes lead to anti-cheat errors as Vanguard detects an altered or unreliable system state. Temporarily revert all overclocking settings to their default values in your BIOS/UEFI or through your overclocking software. Test Valorant to see if stability improves and the VAL51 error is resolved. By systematically working through these deep-dive technical solutions, you should be able to identify and resolve the underlying causes of your Valorant VAL51 error. Remember, persistence is key when troubleshooting complex system interactions. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more professional, in-depth technical guides and solutions.